Hey, Mr. Clash here, coming at you with another 3-star attack replay. Actually, today we've got 7 3-star attack replays to show you, and they're all PEKKAs at Town Hall 9. They're all Town Hall 9 PEKKA attacks. So, and they are not go wipe. Good heavens, no, I don't do go wipe. I actually have a very big disdain for go wipe as an attack strategy. This is actually 3-star strategy for Town Hall 9. Now, the thing is, I first heard about this from One Hive Gazette, where he showed 3 attacks or 3 or 4 attacks using PEKKAs, ground attack, some air attacks, but they all involve PEKKAs of some description. So I took his first troop combination. Now that's the troop combination you can see on the screen right now. That is 3 healers, 3 PEKKAs, 7 wizards, 2 baby dragons, and 11 hogs. And the clan castle has bowlers in it. So instead of like a HPHB, where you're bringing giants in, instead of the giants, you're bringing PEKKAs. So it would probably be HPHB. Healers, PEKKAs, hogs, and bowlers. Now, of course, the difference is a PEKKA cannot be flung off the map by a spring trap, whereas a giant can. And PEKKAs will zero in on a troop that's attacking it, whereas giants will ignore it and get killed. So there's a reason to bring a PEKKA, and there's a reason to not bring a PEKKA. So after seeing that attack strategy, thought I'll cook up the generic army and I'll do a bunch of friendly challenges in our clan and see what I think of it. And this is the result of all of that. So let's begin. We'll have a look with the first one, which is this first attack you're going to see is actually the last attack I did. And I'm showing you in various order because there are points that I need to point out as we go. We're going to see the first attack in normal speed, and then everything else will be faster after that. So, okay, let's begin. Now, here we go. So, what I'm coming in on this base, I didn't know anything about this base. This is like the 30-second scout. So I'm dropping 1 wizard on the top to make sure that PEKKAs don't go away up that way, and a baby dragon down below. Now, the reason I'm not doing anything exorbitant here to create the funnel is that the PEKKAs, you just need to cut off a couple of ends, and then the PEKKAs will do their own. If you know how the PEKKAs path around, you can see what I've done isn't that great, but the baby dragon was needed on the bottom because the archer would take out a minion. So now that the PEKKAs have nowhere else to go, from this gold storage, they'll bump into the wall itself. And there they go. They're just going into the wall. Doesn't matter that it's a fully maxed Town Hall 9 wall. A few hits from the PEKKAs, in they go. In with the archer queen, the king, and the bowlers, and that's it. They all path into the wall now. Baby dragon, wizard, Valkyrie, that's what's coming out of the clan castle. A lot of people using that in the clan castle these days, so it's a very viable test. This is a war base. This isn't a village base, it's a war base. So I've dropped a couple of rage spells for the PEKKAs and the bowlers to take things out. There's a little bit of a Tesla farm there, but that'll go down pretty quickly from the bowlers. And the healers, well, I've just lost all the healers. So now the PEKKAs and the bowlers have no heal. Now, put in some hogs at the bottom left there because there was nothing near that. Now, you watch the hogs, they will trigger 1 bomb there near the air sweeper, and then the PEKKA and the hogs trigger the other one. So I was a little bit lucky on the triggering of that bomb. Otherwise, I would have lost the hogs, and I'm only bringing 11. But you see, I've got a lot of bowlers left. The queen's about to take out the mortar on the right-hand side. PEKKA on the left. I dropped the last baby dragon down below to start the cleanup. Bowlers are still coming around. I've got 1 heal spell left, 3 wizards. And there we go. I dropped the heal spell, and now I'm just waiting to see where to actually put the wizards. I'm pretty confident the hogs will take out the remaining 2 weapons. And then I just decide, okay, I'll sprinkle the wizard here. I've got 1 more wizard left. Where do I put him? And I will put him up on the gold storage on the left-hand side where the baby dragon is pathing. There we go. I just dropped the wizard there. So that is a 3-star attack using PEKKAs at Town Hall 9 on a fully maxed Town Hall 9 wall base. I know we had a level 30 queen, and I'm pretty sure if the king wasn't level 30, it was definitely high up there at the time. So that's fully maxed out Town Hall 9 base, getting 3-starred with this strategy. I didn't attack this base more than once. I only attacked it once, so take that for what you will. Now we'll go into the other bases. Now, okay. Now this base, I attacked this base 4 times to get this right. The 3 times, where the 3 wizards are on the left, there is a Tesla farm there as well, and I just could not get my PEKKAs to work there. I did attack with the PEKKAs from that side straight into the Tesla farm, straight into that mortar and all that sort of thing with the healers, but the Tesla and the Wizards just killed the PEKKAs. So I tried a different, coming from the statue of the PEKKA into the Queen compartment. I tried a few different things, and the fourth go was coming in through here. So it took me 4 goes to 3-star this base to crack the base like I did, because I couldn't deal with the Tesla farm. The thing that was stuffing me up was the Tesla Wizard farm on the left. Now, obviously, the bowlers have taken out half of that, and there's only a little bit left now. So just coming with some hogs on that side, the bowlers and PEKKAs taking out the rest of the stuff. So it won't be too much trouble. And I say it won't be too much trouble, but it doesn't mean it's just a walk in the park. Now, you can see I've still got 5 Wizards up my sleeve at the moment here. Now, that's because I'm not deploying all my Wizards as part of the funnel like you might do. You might deploy 6 Wizards to create a really good funnel. It all depends. But with this, because the PEKKAs are doing so much work, you only need to chop off a couple of ends and you're fine. So as you can see, they're coming around now. Bowlers at the top. My heroes are both at the top as well. So I've got to rely on the bowlers and the PEKKAs and a couple of Wizards. Now, on the right-hand side, you've got what I call the walking PEKKA. PEKKAs walk the outside while Wizards follow up behind, shooting weapons. Now, once the cannon locks onto the PEKKAs, I can drop the remaining Wizards down, which I do, and they take out the last weapons, and that's it. Game over. But remember, it took 4 attacks for this base. So the first 3 attacks were all fails. This base took 5 attacks, and there's something interesting about this one. I'd come in from the Queen, and again, there's a Tesla farm guarding that Queen, which absolutely fried my PEKKAs. And the baby dragons were trying to funnel. I came in from the bottom on this one. There's a Tesla down there as well, and that fried my baby dragon. So I wasn't really able to create proper good funneling. So I decided I'm going to come in from the complete opposite side of the base. I've got bowlers, I've got PEKKAs with the healers. It should be able to get through a lot of the base with the bowlers. So this is what I did, as you can see. Now this is a 3-star attack, which is why you're seeing it here. Now the interesting thing is, after I did this one, I did it again. I did the exact same thing, but the bowlers pathed differently the second time around. And they didn't go anywhere near that top section where the air defense is that they're about to take out. And they all pathed south. Now what that meant was the top section had not been half destroyed like it is. So trying to get hogs in like that meant those few hogs that I do have would sustain too much damage. And by pathing south, they're going through maximum damage area to try and get to the Queen, and they just couldn't do it. So the attack was not duplicatable on this base. I didn't do it a 3rd time to see if it would work as before. I figured if it worked once and then it didn't work the second time, even though the hole was in the same place and the bowlers and everything went in the same hole, maybe there was a 1-second deployment different and a weapon went down or a trash building went down a little bit differently than previous. I don't know. But you can see those, because I saved those Wizards, that's why that cannon was able to be taken down at the bottom. So it's not a definitive attack. I've only got a few Wizards and 1 PEKKA left. And while it is a 3-star for sure, it's not a definitive 3-star. It's not something that I would rely on in coming into a war saying, hey, this is an awesome attack strategy. You watch me 3-star this base just by having a couple Wizards and a PEKKA left. So it's not really a guaranteed sort of a thing at the moment. And again, this was a max base with max heroes. So then I was presented this base. Now, this is something we do see a lot in village raiding. When you go looking for a raid, you will see this layout a lot. It's to protect the Dark Elixir. So let's just see how this one goes. Now, obviously, knowing that a PEKKA will zero in on a Queen and the heroes, there wasn't really going to be an issue on how to get them down. The issue was really going to be one of pathing around the island in the middle, while the Expos and the Teslas, which are obviously in the middle, would be taking everything out. Now, he did have bowlers in his clan castle, and we were all doing various friendly challenges at this stage, so that's why there are some bowlers in the clan castle as defense, and not all complete defense, normal defense CC. So you can see the PEKKAs have split up. So my heroes have gone to the right, healed PEKKA and bowler to the left. Once they cleared that funnel, I figured I could just send the hogs in and the hogs would go straight to the core. So that I kept the 2 heals for the hogs to go into the core and just let the other troops walk around the outside and deal with that stuff on the outside. So that's something to consider if you're attacking this base and you're bringing hogs. Just let that sort of thing path out where the weapons get taken out on the left and the right, and then the hogs can just come straight into the middle. Again, this one was a fresh hit. So this was one presentation of this base and first attack on it, and this was the result of that. Pretty good wipeout using the healed PEKKAs. Now obviously it's a generic army that I built. Now this is the second attack on this base. On the first one I did try to come in at the queen area. Now creating the funnel wasn't really the problem. The PEKKAs went in, took out the queen really fast. The issue was getting the bowlers and the PEKKAs to go in, and the heroes to go in correctly where they needed to go. And the other issue was the clan castle troops. Now, what I did here with the baby dragons was I was trying to get them to take out the clan castle so I wouldn't even have to deal with it. Now, as it is here, you can see the PEKKAs have split off, the clan castle's coming out. The healers are healing the PEKKAs while the bowlers are trying to smash them. So I've just had to drop my bowlers. I dropped a silly poison spell. The rage spell doesn't really do too much. The bowlers got in the corner, but it hasn't really helped anyone. I've been raging nothing really. So I dropped the second rage spell. That was no good. Raged the king. So my two rage spells were pretty atrocious, and the poison spell was atrocious as well. And so now I've just got the heal spell coming in, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep the bowlers alive, and I'm trying to keep whatever wasn't being healed. I was trying to keep that sort of stuff alive. So I've only got one heal spell left now, and all the double bomb threats are gone. Got the P.E.K.KA being healed up. Hero and both of my heroes are still alive, and now I can come in with the hogs. Now I could see that there wasn't really going to be any double bomb threats up there. There would be spring traps up there for sure, I figured, and I thought as long as I can get the expo down I'll be okay. But he must have had the other spring traps elsewhere, because I figured I would probably lose. I'm only bringing 11 hogs, so I thought I would lose them all to the spring traps. So again, I did not deploy a lot of wizards, and I'm just deploying them now as part of the cleanup process. So this was the second attack on this base. The first one, I realised my error that I couldn't deal with the clan castle and the queen and get it all to go in properly, so I had to rearrange it. So yeah, I mean, this was okay, but it wasn't really a satisfying way to do it. Now on this one, this was a fresh hit on this base. So again, I had the 30-second plan of attack using the generic troops, and I figured funnel here, funnel there. I'll use the PEKKAs to enter the queen area using those two storages. So I've used the baby dragons that way. Now, of course, if you can plan an attack, you can change out baby dragons for a minion or more wizards or whatever else. But I was using a generic army to see what I could do with a generic army. So like I said, this was a fresh attack. And as I punched into the base, nothing came out of the clan castle at all. So this is a fresh attack on a maxed out, well, it's not fully maxed out, but the expos aren't level 3. But the point defense weapons are max Town Hall 9 weapons, and the wizards and Teslas are. So it's a 3-star attack on a almost max out Town Hall 9. I don't really think the expos not being level 3 made much difference to the outcome of the attack, and you can see how everything is pathed up north towards the expos. I've sent the hogs in now on the left because there's no way anything's going to get to those weapons from the other side of the base, so the hogs might as well go in. Lost a feudal giant bombs, and now I've got a heal spell. Queen taking out the wizards and wizard towers and things at the bottom down there, and the hogs taking out the top, and then it's just ready to deploy the cleanup wizards to help clean up the trash on the outside. So I'll be dropping one wizard on the, there we go, on the bottom gold storage, and then I'll be dropping one on the right side elixir pump in a moment, and that'll be it. While the queen shoots the wall, I've got the wizards taking out the trash on the right hand side. Now, like I said, that was a fresh hit on that base, but the base didn't have any clan troops, so I trained up some CC troops for Dr. Deep, and I said, put these in. We're going with what a lot of people are using now, Baby Dragon, Valks, and Wizards. I can't remember if I did 3 Wizards and a Valk or 2 Valks and a Wizard. I'm not really 100% sure what I did, but it involved those and a Baby Dragon as well. So here we go, same process that I did on the first one. That is to come in, creating the funnel with the baby dragons. P.E.K.KAs come in the exact same way. Now they create their own entry. Like I said, no need for wall breakers into the base. And just waiting for them to punch a hole, king goes down, king and queen go down, bowlers go down with a couple of wizards behind them this time because I knew there was clan troops for certain, and I figured the rage would help deal with the clan troops. Drop a bit of a poison, clan troops come out, baby dragon, rage wizards and whatnot, and now the queen didn't go in this time. She decided to walk straight out instead of going inside, so she's now pathing on the outside. So I had to send some hogs to try and help protect her because she probably would have gone down to the arch tower. And instead of pathing up north like the things did before, this time it all passed south. So now I've got, instead of the king going up north towards the expo like he did the first time, they've come down south. So I healed the bowlers because I wanted to try and get them to do as much damage as they could before they got taken out. I knew that they were going to be a sacrifice in the end. And now I've sent those hogs in at the top side with a heal because I knew that all those weapons targeting what was walking around while it's taking out the trash might not have survived as long as it could have. So that's why I sent the hogs in there. More like a sacrificial thing to take out those weapons. Now the thing with this attack, after all this is said and done, this is the last attack that I did. It was not the last attack I did, but last attack I'm showing you. After all was said and done, to me it was a little bit too hit and miss. I had done fresh 3-star attacks, definitely, using the generic combination, but also some bases took like 4 and 5 goes. So I decided I'm sick of this. I want to go back to raiding, and any attacks I did on anything other than a max Town Hall 9, if it didn't have max point defense, like the early Town Hall 9s, 8.5, Town Hall 8.5, or early Town Hall 9 with level 1 expos, but no max point defense, it absolutely wiped out the base without question. There was no question on whether or not it was going to be a 3-star attack. It was a 3-star and it was done. So after all was said and done, I took this army combination into village raiding. I wanted to see how it would go in just a live attack, in a not a friendly attack. And I came across a base called the Tailor. Now this is my favourite base to attack in village raiding. I use Jai He-Ho to raid in villages all the time, and it's pretty well a 3-star. Every time I hit one, I wipe it out completely. Every time we come across one in war, it's a wipeout. So here was one in village raiding. I'll give this combination a go, and I did not 3-star it. Now, normally you are attacking that base with more than 11 hogs because there's normally 3 places for giant bomb locations, and this army composition with the 3 healers and 3 PEKKAs basically punched into the core okay. I lost a little bit in the core, but then how do I deal with 3 bomb locations when all those outside weapons are shooting on the inside? Now maybe it was my impatience or whatever in the deploying of the hogs, because I have it in my mind on how to attack that base all the time when I'm coming at it with 20 hogs, and I'm trying to do the same thing. But at the end of the day, I did not 3-star the Tailor base, which is something I 3-star every time I see it in village raiding, and every time we see it in war, it's guaranteed 3-star. This combination did not 3-star that base. Like I said, could have been my deployment was wrong, but to me, with the multiple attacks needed on some bases and not others, the way the pathing was, some of the 3-stars were questionable, like 1 PEKKA and a few wizards left is not a good strategy to walk in thinking that's what you're going to have left, while others were pretty devastating, had a lot left. So at the end of the day, my conclusion is try if you want to, swap out your baby dragons for some other things if you need. I just made a generic troop combination to see how it would go, and it did decently. But for mine, it's a little bit too hit and miss as a consistent, viable war attack strategy. Someone else might have a little bit more success with it, a little bit more practice. Using it on different bases, you'd have to see in your own clan the sorts of bases that you face in your own clan. You might want to try it out on, but for me, it's a little bit too hit and miss as a viable, consistent 3-star attack strategy at Town Hall 9. I'd rather be bringing in a mix of Valkyries or bowlers with giants or something like that than the PEKKAs. But hey, give it a go in your clan and see what you think, and leave a comment below to tell me what you think of the new troop combination. Anyway, that's it for this video. I know it's been a longer one. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.